Hello. Wow. I'm not supposed to say hi to them. They removed me free book. Okay. Launching. Okay, this is a done deal. Books already sold. Bottom line. Books already sold. I can't help you with that. So, I'm launching a sheet music tool. I applied an update to it. Yeah. Okay. I applied an update to the sheet music tool. Okay, here. So, this update would involve an update on the control panel. The control panel would be an interface for other users to use the computer program that I am operating. The computer program is a sheet music response tool. Because the options menu requires a specific sequence of buttons to press in order to operate it, I created a control panel for other users so it can be usable for other users. Now, do know that I'm involved with the programming of the control panel of the sheet music application directly. Um, and for that reason, I'm capable of making changes. It will look like this. Really? Yes. So the application is launching. However, the control panel would allow the user to change the options. It's a procedural notes generator too. Alright. Well, okay. You know what I say about advertising, right? Advertising. Okay, just get a document. Show them what's on your screen. Okay, I'll go right over to the screen here. Looking. So I'll show you what's on my screen. Are you aware of advertising? Especially if it's in the first or seventh item on the homepage, the first or seventh. Why? Advertising. I said something about this product here being region blocked. And the only thing I get from users of Chinese descent is just plain out racism. Just straight up. I'm telling you right now. So, here's the thing about advertising. Let's go in here. I'll show you. What? It's literally just stop advertising. Why? Okay, watch this. The first item on the home page. Are you aware how far these advertisements go? When it appears as the first item on your home page, it will oftentimes end up on your device. And when it ends up on your device, you don't want the community complaining about what you're doing, such as reading a Japanese book. So if I say stop advertising, here's what happens. What do you mean advertising? It says stop terrorizing others over their legally owned Japanese textbooks. Then I'll stop removing your accounts. Really? No. I kid you not. Okay. How many people will type this right here? This. This same phrase. How many people type the same phrase? I know it's the 22nd. I just gave an example from the previous history. Okay. Oh, Elijah. It's too big. Okay, sorry about that. Get off the screen. You can just show us, right? Of course I can. Sorry. Okay. Well, I'm probably serious anyways. I can open up the control panel, or I continue explaining this here, that I am the programmer here in this application specifically. So here's the thing. So I say genius. How do you know I was succeeding with 100% accuracy and 1,006 questions from there? Well, how they know I was a genius? How did they know I was a genius automatically? Is it the username? Yeah. Okay, take the Japanese characters out. You already did that. You already moved me before reading a book. And then it says I can trace it back to the accounts and videos that get deleted. Really? Why would you ever do that? Alright. Take for instance Honkai Star Rail from Hoyoverse, or me Hoyo. Is it Hoyoverse now? The corporation. Take this. You don't have anything against them. However, when your account is reset multiple times, this is what happens on this platform. They can issue out shadow bans into users. So I'm not going to explain this over and over, right? So they can issue out shadow bans. They can also outright directly remove you if you're not posting copyrighted content. So notice how I said not posting copyrighted content. They will manually go in and remove you. So here's what happens. You're gonna waste your time playing the piano, composing your own sheet music for someone to actually log into the platform and take credit for it as themselves because you weren't of white descent and you're reading Japanese textbooks. They will apply age restrictions to your content before it even gets a first view without viewing it themselves. Now notice how I said before. Okay, it says your content. Watch as Jikan Zouhan presses another 2,000 Japanese questions. May not be appropriate for our audience, so we're placing age restriction on it. Let's review this. It says the review is not available. Note that this age restriction specific happened right after I responded to a person of white descent. Now notice how I'm keeping track of the users I'm speaking to on the platform. So the platform allows you to log in anonymously and sap out your views for something you click into. This doesn't seem much at first, right? But here's the thing. The platform only benefits users of white descent. And it's clear. Why? How do you know it's clear? Well, that's a bold claim to make. Okay, look. Well, instead of making claims about these people, instead of telling them that they literally killed off your channel 4 times for reading a Japanese textbook, why? I'll just put you here, and then I'll go to my application. Let's check to see if it works, rather than talk about that. So they like to make these claims. They like to make the claim that people find a lot. I can get a list. I'll just get the list. So these people, they were so insistent that this right here is just insane and absurd. They like to spam Dragon Balls, Minecraft, Honkai Star Rail to your whole day, but they think learning the Japanese language is absurd if your skin color isn't of white descent. Now, notice how I said the Japs were falsely accusing me of harassment after harassing me for over a whole year for lifting a red Japanese textbook. Now, notice after a whole year. What do you mean whole year? Well, there are many ways you can harass people. Like directly removing, they're reading 85 pages a day, over 85. Now, if you notice the number 85 pages a day, do you know how much 85 pages is? That would run a whole. Do you know how much 85 is? 85. Subjecting you to location-based breeding. Subjecting you to it. Subjecting. Now, notice how I said subjecting. Now log back out. Log in to re-report it. No one should be subject to location-based breeding because some racist white crackers can't acknowledge you're studying Japanese. Whoa, we're not racist. Okay, you weren't racist then. Why does every time I tell you I have Japanese text, but you say you don't care. But you would like to remove me as you don't care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't remove me. That's showing care. In fact, you care so much that you had to remove me. Um, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You want me to show you what I programmed in the application? Give me a moment. Wait, I would like to explain to you first. I'm clicking. How they think this is absurd here. They think someone processing the Japanese language. Look, right here. They think this is absurd. They think this is like fake or something, right? They really think this is fake now. Okay, it says Omachi do-sama, Kora Tashi no Computer Softo, Fumen no Dougu wa Security Jikan no Zouhan Moukeru. It says, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. That is my computer software, sheet music tool made by Jikan no Zouhan Moukeru. Now, in case you didn't notice, they seem to think this is fake here. Because of my skin color, they seem to think this is fake because of my skin color. They're making a claim that this is a scam or fraudulent activity. That someone somehow didn't have 1,564 electronic Japanese textbook files got removed over 4 times for reading out of the 1,564 electronic Japanese textbook files. They like to make this claim a lot. So the platform, what does it do? It allows you to post trademark content over and over. Advertise, advertise, advertise. However, you can only do but so much advertising before someone catches on and realizes that you have a bunch of zombies endlessly advertising your product with no consequence. Endlessly. Now, do you know the keyword endlessly? If I were to sit here and play this product over and over, there would be no problem. But the moment you open a Japanese textbook and then they see your skin color, now there's a problem, an immediate problem. Because your skin color is not white. Well, making those logical assumptions, those clearly obvious things, would make them seem racist, right? Well, you're just making us seem racist on purpose. Run that program. It totally doesn't work or anything, right? Okay, watch this. It looks like it works. Don't hit the first one. So, I just explained to you, you know, something about trademarks. If that the product is trademarked, it does not protect it. It just gives you an assumption that's under protection. And it notifies other people to attack a user based on it. What it doesn't do is actually protect it. Which would mean the Japanese electronic textbook files are mine. It can be distributed anywhere, which I just warned you. So if you think it's some hate speech for me to tell you that the Japanese textbooks are mine, I don't know what else to tell you. But it's saying you could even have your channel terminated. For the 5th time, I'm already used to it by now. You treat anyone that isn't directly white set like criminal convicts anyways. Don't worry. No one's gonna stand for location-based breeding. I'm studying Japanese, and not. I was gonna sit there and accommodate that. Just make it more silly. I will outline the problem for you. What's the problem? They're breaking the laws to repeatedly destroy my Japanese textbook lessons. They're establishing anti-foreigner Japanese propaganda. Book title in Japanese to hide it, claiming others have trouble reading symbols. Also refusing to offer Japanese in your location. I left your school system to further my education, therefore making me immune to those harassments. Again, I'm not currently enrolled in your school system. What are you gonna do? Alright. And a location that wasn't typed in here without authorization, trespass, and violate the 4th Amendment once again. To have the 2nd Amendment, arms against. I'm sorry to say this, but criminal convict militia, harmful militia. That's the 2nd Amendment. They were being racist and deleted me for reading Japanese. That's the bottom line. Well, doesn't want. Well, You know how property works, right? Because these are my books, I can have them here. You can only do so much for network, anyways. The sad people. How about try not asking me to sign up for your jobs? Don't ask me to sign up for your jobs. I want a Japanese woman. Just stop. Okay. You didn't show them. Sorry. No. No. First, you're going to see this here. I'm going to show you it's right here. So if you wonder why I'm telling you about advertising, right? Okay. I show it to you right here. Let's do this down so you can not see it at the same time. How I explain to you how advertising works. I explain you the simple concept. It's going to be right here on the screen. I'll explain you the simple concept. I explain to people this simple concept. It'll be right here on the screen. I'll even drag it to the left so you can see the 1,006 questions. I'll shrink it. It's there on the screen at the same time. So now I have the books on the screen too for some reason. And I'll show you how far advertising goes as far as this. Okay, look right here. Oh, is this what was on the homepage right here? Yes, it is. Okay, so do you think I'm over exaggerating when I tell you to stop advertising? No, you're over exaggerating. Okay, watch this. Yeah, over exaggerating. Okay, I will open up the music player, blast your soundtrack right here in this neighborhood. You can't do anything about it from across that network. I just told you. So if you keep advertising, that's just what's gonna happen to your soundtrack. It gets blasted. And I can't help you with that. What, you want me to play the piano? No, play the piano in front of what the audience that was moved like over 4 times? No. Flying aircraft over my head. They should fire that thing down. So, they want you to know whether this thing works here. They want to know whether I've been telling them the truth. Well, I have been telling you the truth. Watch this. You can choose the octave that your notes are loaded in. This is a procedural notes generator, as I just explained. They want to know if I'm telling them the truth. Right? You can use this to show you the octaves in. And single note mode requires the note generator, which can be operated from the options menu. However, a normal user would not know what buttons to press, would press the wrong button and tell you the program's broken. That's why there's a control panel. So, what? He answered it without it being on the screen. How? Well, as I know, you'll know the simple rule in sheet music that whatever's on the lines and whatever's space, there was a line going to it, so I knew it was that note, and there was space going to it, so I knew it was that note. But you only see one measure. You see this small thing here. He still pressed it. How? Well, each line in each space on the sheet music corresponds to a specific note name that would give you off the position of the notes on the piano so it can be played like so. Oh, he's lying to me. He then just procedurally generates the notes. And you then press random notes in the middle of a blank space in the middle of nowhere telling you that some of them were on the lines and some of them were on the space. Okay? Don't worry. Try banging the 5th time. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is the control panel interface, which I've been telling you about. Click action, enter control panel item. You didn't change the coordinate of the don't worry. It'll go out. Click action, enter control panel item. Coordinates down, coordinates up. You can click like so. Click action, enter control panel item. You get a sound. Up. Scrolling text up, down, scroll the text down, put your cursor inside of it, click action, enter control panel item. Like I've been telling you, you can even see it, that I know what I'm doing. Sorry about this one here. Click inside of it. Who's done this for the I've changed coordinates on the draw, but the code only executes if you're inside of it. Okay, I know where to go. They took a Japanese woman, sexual health word. Well, that was amazing, right? Oh, look, it didn't open. What? You want me to load 2,136 more Japanese questions for you to delete me again and somehow program that properly? Or you're going to delete me while I'm programming it so I cannot showcase that I have Fumen no Dougu sheet music mechanical response to attack Shinoto Hayai Ikimasu here. All because the Mina no Nihongo are my property. Because I legally own them. Because that's the 4th Amendment here in the United States of America. Let's zoom this in. Let's get it. Instant replay. Control F! He knows exactly what buttons to press too. That's the funny part. Let's zoom it up so you can see. The control panel! They want to see whether I'm a bot or a troll. No, I'm telling you about the Japanese, that's my property. And I'm telling you about the white people who are just taking these Japanese symbols and chokeholding you over it because you learned better than the people that had actual Japanese teachers. Alright, look. They want to know. Don't click it that many times. There's no check for the code. Okay. Don't worry. Click action. Enter control panel item. Don't worry. You can't see the whole thing. The underscore on top of it. I can fix that in an instant though. But as you can see, if you're over here, you cannot activate the click action because that's where the control panel arrows are. But over here, you can activate the click action because that's where the click action's input area is. See out here? Well, that's just the code with it. Okay. And as you can see, it works. Like I told you. So, if you would need a way to access this program, and you're not the one that programmed it, well, guess what? You can always press a bunch of random buttons and do exactly the same thing as I said, right? You don't know exactly how to operate that. All you're gonna tell me is broken. You want to say that? Look, you're gonna press the wrong button, the wrong sequence of buttons, not know what it does in the source code, and then tell me it's broken. Or you can add the control panel, which would change based on the draw. Okay, get out of there. Like so. Wow! How does it know your cursor's in there? Oh no, where your cursor left too? Yeah. How do these arrows appear or disappear? Oh, they completely disappear if you go under it. How do your arrows do that? How do they do that? You can click action, enter control panel, item. And you can click and see it works. Wow, I'm not doing anything else. Well, don't worry. That's Fumen no Dougu Shinoto Hayai Ikimasu computer software, originally made by me. Now, if you think I should read every 85 pages a day in my Japanese textbook after studying Japanese symbols for over 10 hours and telling you I've been looking at the formation of these symbols, and you go and try to talk about vocabulary, words and sentences. I told you formation of the symbols. In order to see their language in the first place. And if you think I'm making this up about how far an advertisement would go, well, I'm not making that up about how far an advertisement would go. So if it's in the first item here, I'm going to tell you that you could probably get reported for that. Why? You're on a verified account. Do verified account corporations care if they delete your account over 4 times for reading a book? Do they care if you actually sit there play piano? Do they care if you compose your own sheet music? They're gonna delete you over and over. No one's gonna hear the composed sheet music. That's why I would like to sit here and tell you what happens if your skin color isn't directly of what I said. If you're operating through the YouTube platform and you surpass their expectations and the educational fields every time and excel and get 100% accuracy on the 6 questions. Guess what? Still a movie. Look at your skin color. You think I'm lying to you? Well, you're gonna keep me banned and the Japanese woman banned. Okay, I can't review the Japanese woman on this thing anymore. But if you think I'm lying to you, you already banned me. You did? Look, I read a book. I'm still programming. What? You don't have to hang about programming? That's so low. You know how low that is? I'm a corporation. Look, he even has his own website. He programmed it himself. What? Really? Yeah. No, yeah, they think I'm lying? Oh, you think I'm lying? Oh, you think I'm lying? Okay. You think I'm lying. They think you're lying. What? Did they not see Major Game Maker Studio in the background? Is there something wrong? Well, they didn't tell me every single component of hardware and software. They left parts out. Okay. Look, how about this? You're obligated to tell me everything you know about software and hardware. I'll just leave that right there. No, I'm not. I don't gotta tell you. Exile. Yeah, that's how you get exiled. Why? Because you're promoting education. Don't rule people for reading a book when it's their property. When you're promoting education so much that you practically force people to do that. No, you don't. Well, don't worry. I don't think the 2 gay black men kissing on the homepage is gonna affect me or anything. I don't think that's going to deter the Japanese one from me. I just think I should be able to view Japanese, but if you're able to view that and put it in my face. What? Oh, it's over there. Quick, get him. Hey. Look, I don't know what else to tell you. No, it's not hate for a Japanese to block your IP address and Starlight Season, but it's hate. It's not hate to tell me that if I ask you, you're Chinese, and you go ching chong and go, look, we can be racist. And then if I tell you that I legally purchased the product, and it's their block, and you want me to change my IP address? Okay, don't worry. What? They cannot read the legal documents that they write with all that crap they just wiped onto it. That's the point. No, what? Yeah. That's silly. I don't see you going to a person playing Uzumaki Naruto on their guitar just slamming it across the wall. Playing Uzumaki Naruto. No. I just see you going to me. Because I read the books as I was told to learn Japanese. People, especially the Japanese people, were running around telling people to learn Japanese. And then now they go to start deleting you. Leave a nasty strike in your account for over a whole year. Yeehaw! Hi, you! And guess what? Look, you just keep doing it, right? Okay. The 44 video textbook lessons better than the Japanese teachers on the platform, better than every Japanese teacher on the platform. He even programmed his own application for sheet music reading. And my books. Look, your books. You lied. Something's electronic. Look at the 7,000 resolution of the books. You see everything. They'll preserve it perfectly. So they walk in and start trying to truncate your books open and ripping it apart. Well, guess what I told them? It's going to be on the machines. It's in the electronics. There's not much you can do about that. So, Look, I'm over here. What is the demonstration of my application to violation for them? Is it the skin color? Look, do you see skin color? Okay, there's no light flying into this device, right? You resold Chinese technologies to Americans in the United States of America. Charge extra for it. Try to make a profit selling Chinese cameras. And if you want to, what can I not tell you? You tried to make a profit off of selling Chinese cameras. That's not racist. It's true. Look, I can look right there on the device there. Well, if they put right on it, you didn't even try to hide it. Here's the thing. This is. Oh, so let the application work. He just knew what button to press. If I had the note names, I would be able to press the half a dozen sheet music pieces right down there. Yeah, and the rest of these in here, the rest of these over there, the rest of these over there. They found it a violation to hold one of these things that I'm holding here with that receipt in it. You don't ask white people for the receipts when they start playing on their pianos and stuff. You don't. You see the receipt there? Yeah, you do see the receipt. Then what's the problem? The skin color? Oh, the pretty Japanese woman who happened to be a lesbian who's teaching you Japanese. Is there a problem with that? They seem to be going through one of these resources and not sourcing their information. What page did you get that off of? I happen to know, be asking you exactly where you get your information in relation to the Japanese language. Because you don't run around tatting syllables out of thin air. Everyone to know about that scientific discovery that you don't just run around tatting syllables out of thin air because you weren't born with the symbols in your head. So what makes you think I would be stupid enough not to acquire a book so I can tat it just like you? What? Really? You can't. You can't remove me. There's Fourth Amendment. You can, but it only happens in the network. See, why you move me over several times in the network is that I'm able to just ride around distributing 1,564 electronic Japanese textbook files at my own discretion. That's gonna be funny, right? Oh, wow! We've always wanted to see this. This is Japanese language. We can read everything. Wow, we know every single Japanese vocabulary term. Every single phrase, expression. We would know everything. We would know every single thing they said in the Japanese language. We'd be able to understand everything. And this guy, he scrolled the pages for us. We didn't even have to move the pages. He moved the paper for us on the screen there. You know, look, it just plays. He's just reading it. He read every single thing. He read every single day, every single symbol, every single word, every single vocabulary term. He read everything. He just read everything. He just happened to read everything perfectly the first time. And that's the bottom line. Now, the sheet music tool there. This in there programming a sheet music tool for a white person to step on my neck for reading a Japanese textbook after telling people to get educated. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey there, Whitey. That sounded a little racist. You ain't been going over to other people telling them not to speak Japanese? No. You didn't go to the Japanese lesbian on a platform to tell them to stop teaching Japanese. No. What are they teaching you Japanese? And I'm a source to their information. I'm sorry to tell you that. No, source? Don't worry. How do I verify the Japs aren't just lying to Americans? In fact, you even put the book title in Japanese characters.